First warning sign, you click an ad, search result, email link, or software update prompt, and the page looks normal, but the address changes through several redirects before asking you to log in, download something, or move money. The immediate protective action is simple. Stop before you enter credentials or install anything, open the official site yourself in a new tab, and report the suspicious path to your security team, the platform, the FBI IC3, or the FTC. Today's Daily Tech Hack Global Awareness Briefing is about one defensive theme. Attackers are hiding the risky part of the attack inside the path between you and the thing you thought you were visiting. Sometimes that path is a traffic redirection chain. Sometimes it is text embedded in malware that tries to manipulate an AI analysis tool. Sometimes it is a browser extension that has more permission than most users realize. None of these examples require us to share attack instructions. The safe lesson is about recognition, verification, and reducing unnecessary trust. The first and most important source today is a new FBI Internet Crime Complaint Center public service announcement from June 18, 2026. The FBI warns that cybercriminals are using malicious traffic distribution systems, or TDSs, to redirect users toward fake login websites, financial scams, malware downloads, ransomware access, and other fraud. The PSA says users may arrive through phishing emails, poisoned search results, fraudulent ads, promotions, app downloads, or compromised legitimate websites. It also says criminals can use the redirection chain to collect details such as IP address, operating system, location, device, and browser, then decide who sees the malicious destination and who sees harmless-looking content. That matters because it changes what victims see. One person may click a sponsored result and land on a fake login page. A researcher, a sandbox, or a visitor from another region may see something clean. A site owner may not realize their old plugin, weak admin password, or compromised website code is quietly sending visitors somewhere else. For viewers, the practical warning signs are repeated redirects, lookalike domains, urgent account messages, surprise update prompts, and pages that ask for payment, remote access, wallet information, or identity documents after an unexpected click. The defensive steps are clear. Before signing in, check the real domain, not just the logo. Avoid using ad links for banking, payroll, cloud administration, crypto, tax, or healthcare portals. Type the address or use a saved bookmark. Keep browsers, operating systems, and website plugins updated. Website owners should enforce strong passwords, multi-factor authentication, limited login attempts, and a web application firewall where appropriate. If money or credentials are involved, verify through a separate trusted channel before acting. The second story adds the AI angle. The Hacker News reported on Gaslight, a Rust-based macOS implant and information stealer described in SentinelOne research. The report says the malware includes fabricated system-style messages intended to make an AI-assisted triage tool doubt itself, abort, truncate, or refuse analysis. In plain English, the malware sample is not only trying to run on a victim machine. It is also trying to influence the automated assistant that a defender might use to inspect it. For security teams, this is a major workflow lesson. Large language models can help summarize logs, reverse engineering notes, alerts, and suspicious files, but untrusted content must be treated as data. A string inside a malware sample, a log line, a document, or a web page should not be allowed to override the analyst's instructions. Good defenses include isolating analysis environments, stripping or labeling untrusted content, using tools that separate system instructions from evidence, and requiring human review before a model-driven conclusion is accepted. For everyday users, the protection is more basic. Keep macOS and apps updated. Be skeptical of files sent through unsolicited job, investment, crypto, or developer collaboration messages. Do not grant accessibility, keychain, screen recording, or automation permissions unless you understand why the app needs them. If an app claims a security tool or AI assistant says it is safe, verify with your organization or a trusted source. The third story is about browser trust. The Hacker News reported that researchers at Island analyzed a Chrome extension called AdBlock for YouTube, with more than 10 million installs, and found dormant architecture that could allow arbitrary JavaScript execution through a server-side configuration change. The report says there was no evidence that malicious payloads were delivered through that mechanism at the time of analysis. That distinction matters. This is not a claim that every user was attacked. It is a reminder that extensions can become high-value risk points because they may read or modify pages across many sites. The defensive move is to audit extensions like you audit apps. Remove anything you do not need. Prefer well-known publishers with transparent ownership, current reviews, and clear permissions. In companies, manage extensions centrally, block broad permissions when not required, and separate high-risk browsing from admin consoles, finance tools, and customer data systems. If a browser extension needs access to every site, it should earn that trust continuously. Put the three stories together and the pattern is simple. Attackers benefit when users trust the path, trust the tool, or trust the helper without checking boundaries. A malicious redirect chain hides the destination. Prompt injection text tries to confuse AI-assisted analysis. A powerful extension can sit between the user and every website. Your best defense is not panic. It is verification before login, least privilege for tools and extensions, careful treatment of untrusted content, and fast reporting when something feels wrong. For U.S. viewers, report cyber-enabled fraud to ic3.gov and consumer scams to reportfraud.ftc.gov. For everyone else, use your national cybercrime reporting channel and notify the platform or organization being impersonated. The takeaway for today: if a page, app, extension, or AI workflow asks you to trust a hidden path, pause, verify independently, and reduce the permissions you do not actually need.